The Grand Hotel. Now, this is the next movie in my bit about best pictures. I'm gonna get through all of them eventually, hopefully. I don't know if I will because there's a lot of them, but I'm gonna start at the beginning and I'll go through them. Anyway, now we're at Grand Hotel. This is pretty good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It is above average. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. Okay. Let me explain. The problem to you. It's boring. A lot of stuff I don't like about it. There's a couple things. The main character, the terminally ill one, I think he might be the main character, I don't know. He's the most interesting, along with his boss that's like really bad and murdered someone at the end. That came out of absolutely nowhere, I will say. Now, they're the good characters. Everyone else fucking sucks, honestly. There's good stuff, there's bad stuff, but, you know, that's just kind of how it is. It's just kind of above average. Like, I wouldn't say it's, like, amazing. It's more just, like, there were some good characters, but it was just kind of boring, kind of dull. I didn't really enjoy my experience much, and I can probably say why, because I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's because it was a musical or play or something adapted to movie. Every time I look up this Grand Hotel, it's a musical, so it's possible that this was a movie and then made into a musical, but I'm just saying, if it was like a play and then made into a movie, then yeah, it's hard to do that and make it entertaining, because when you're doing a play and when you're doing a movie, there are different standards, you know what I mean? When you're doing like a play, you gotta try and limit the locations, you know what I mean? Or at least have the locations be similar. But with this, so it just takes place in one hotel the entire time. I kind of liked him going off what's his name? I don't remember any of their names. The terminally ill dude going after his boss, that was entertaining enough. But really, it was just boring. I didn't like it much, honestly, I didn't. So, I don't know, it's not much to talk about. The thing about these type of movies is that it's hard for me to pay attention while watching them, so I just kind of drift off, so it's not much. If I'm bored by something, it usually means I don't have a lot to say about it because I don't remember anything. I really do try to think of things, but honestly, I can't think of much, honestly. Maybe you'll find it more entertaining, but it just is like people talking. The plot was kind of hard to follow, but it wasn't like the worst. Hey, if you like it, you can. That's fine. Good for you, right? But I don't much like it. It's okay. I'm excited to watch the next movie. I don't know what it is, but it's probably more entertaining than than this, which is just kind of boring, kind of dull. I mean, this is like the standard Oscar movie. It's just like, well, no. It's just that most Oscar movies are usually pretty dull because it's like they don't really rank them on entertainment value. They kind of, there's a feel for Oscar movies. You can tell when you watch them. A lot of old Oscar movies were like this type of thing, like they were a play turned into a movie, because movies, I wouldn't say they were like new, but they were kind of like relatively coming into the mainstream, you know what I mean, in like the 20s and 30s. I mean, this was before World War II. And I've seen All Quiet on the Western Front and Wings, which are about war. I think there might be another one, I don't remember. And those are about World War One. Imagine how much stuff they got to talk about with World War II. Man. Can't believe they didn't cancel the Oscars for like one time. Man, that's amazing. I'll give them that. Well, I don't know. I guess I'd say if you're a fan of Oscar movies or plays, even I don't know if it was a play before it was turned into a movie or if it was a movie turned into a play, but if you're a fan of plays, watch it. It's probably good. If you're a fan of romantic comedies, it's that kind of thing. I mean, I didn't really mention the romance because I don't know it. I think there are like two women, but I don't know because they look the same, and I've gotten them confused. Or there might be one woman, and I have just no idea because it's very confusing. But anyway, if you're a fan of that kind of thing, yeah, it's probably good for you. And if you're a fan of plays, this, also, it's just, if you're a fan of Oscar movies, that type of Oscar film, maybe go look at it. And it's also kind of interesting for film history. Go ahead and watch it if you want to. But I don't have much to say about it, so, there you go.